Hey, how's it going everybody? My name is Daniel, and today we're going to be looking at our API integration with YouTube. So if you'll follow me along, here is our sample website. As you can see, we have a title here, and we have a field with a search button, and then we have some text elements. We have a window with a video, with the video player, and we have some more text elements here, and then we also have another button. Okay, and then this is all inside a section with two columns, and here we have an image. Right, so for this integration, what we are doing is we are allowing the user to type in the YouTube channel, and then we have a button here. So when they press it, it's gonna go ahead and get the information, right? So, so to see this in action, we're just gonna go to our website here really quick. We can find that, and right. So right now there's a default value, and it loads the page, and it updates the title. We get the ID, we get the custom URL, how many videos, total views, how many subscribers. This button will actually take you to the YouTube channel to subscribe, and then it updates the image, and we have also the latest video here that we can play. Alright, so stick around so we can see how we can get this done. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the code now. So in our code, we are importing a few things. So I'm just gonna get rid of the things we're not using right now. So for this to work, we are importing a backend module, okay, and we call that YouTube API. So if this is your first time coding with Wix, make sure you have your dev mode enabled, okay, and then that's going to allow you to see the code. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a new web module, okay, and this one we call it YouTube API. Alright, and then so we first need to go to the Google YouTube and create an API key, which we are going to save it to our Wix secrets, and you give permissions for the YouTube API. Okay, so once you get that key, then we can save it to our Wix secrets, and we also importing the fetch from Wix fetch. Alright, so we have several functions here. Okay, so we're doing a simple function, and we are exporting it so we can use it in our page. Alright, so for this function, if we go to our page code, we are importing our functions here, and we have one function basically. So we're gonna go ahead and refactor this, and we're gonna use best practices for error handling. Okay, so right now as a test, we just have everything in one um, big block of code here. But basically, we have a default value of the YouTube channel. Okay, and if we don't do anything, then it's just gonna load our default value. If we add a new value to the field, it's going to use that value instead. Okay, and then we're calling our functions here. Right. All right. So if we look at our functions, so this is all an async function here. So if we go back to our backend code, the first function that we are calling is this query channel. Okay, query channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reorder this to, okay, so we have our query channel. So I'm going to move it to the top. So we just cut that out and we'll put it here on the top. So this query channel, what it's doing is we're taking the name. So that function is going to send us the name, right? And then here, this is how we apply our secret, which is going to give us the YouTube key. Okay, so we just need the key for this API. So basically, our key is saved in here as a hidden value. Okay, so we get that, and we're gonna assign it to this variable here. Okay, and then we're gonna use a try catch. So it's gonna so we setting this variable here, get channel name, and we're gonna await our API call, which for this one, if you look into the YouTube API, they have a search, okay, and then they call this part snippet, and then we're queuing the name in its type of channel, and we're actually getting 15 results here, and then we apply, we send our key. All right, and then that's gonna come in as a JSON. So we are going to parse that out using this .json function here, and that's gonna give us our data array, and we're getting the first item in there. Okay, so we're returning the first item. So the way this looks is just like this. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab the name, okay, and to test this, we're gonna do a test here. So we just put in our YouTube channel name, then we're gonna run it. Okay, so this is returning us some information here. Okay, so the important part is gonna be under the snippet. So under snippet, we can see our title name for the page, our description. Okay, so description, it's cut up to that point, and then this also gives us a thumbnail, and we have high resolution thumbnail here, and we got our channel name, and that's pretty much it. Okay, and it also gives us the channel ID, right? So this ID we're gonna use also. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy that. So if we look at our code, right, in the page, so once we query the channel name, we are getting the ID. Okay, so we're gonna use the ID to call on this get channel data, right? So that's our second function here. So let's see, get channel data. So it's already in second place here. So channel data. So this is the channel ID. So again, we are getting our secret, and then we are calling this one get subscribers. So our channel data is now we're querying the channel's API, I believe. Okay. So and then we're getting the part of statistics. Okay. So statistics is gonna tell us how many videos. So we'll see that right now. Okay. So we have our channel ID and our key, of course. So if we test this now, we're gonna just paste in. This is what we get from the first query, but with the name we get the ID. Okay. So with the ID now we can query it, and we're gonna get our statistics. Okay. So we can see how many view counts, how many subscribers, if their subscriber count is hitting or not, and how many videos. Okay. And there's the name of the ID of the channel. Let's see that nothing else. We don't see anything else here. Okay. So that's for the statistics. Okay. And then, all right. So this function we're not using this yet. Okay. But then, so then we're gonna get the channel. Okay. So actually, this query channel, since we're querying the channel, this one is also going to give us the name and description. Okay, but let's see if there's any difference with this one. So that one's called get channel. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so this one uses an ID also. So usually this is it's querying the channels. Okay, this one's querying the channels too. Then we have on our ID. Okay, so this one has part snippet. Okay, so maybe we can include that part snippet on this first call. Okay, so we don't have multiple calls. And then this one has content details also. Okay, and then the key. So there's this difference: part snippet, part content detail. This one only has where's the channel? Statistics. Okay. So maybe we can get all that in this first call, but let's see. So we're gonna run this get channel here, and let's see what kind of information we're getting from here. So this one uses an ID also. Alright, so in our snippet, alright, so see here's like a full description. Alright, so another one was part of the description. We're getting the custom URL, when it was first published. We're also getting the thumbnail of the page in high resolution. If it was in a different language, it will show here. And then content details. Okay, so content details is where we get our playlists, or the list of uploads. And what I did notice is basically it's the same ID but with a U here, see? And this one has a C. So maybe that's like you can just put a U and you don't even have to query this whole thing. Everything else looks the same, right? Yeah, so maybe instead of having to do this other query, you can just, if you know you just need the uploads list, just put a U, like replace the second letter with a U. Alright, but now this one, alright, so we're gonna do two things, okay? But first, we're gonna go through all these queries. Now I'm just gonna copy this one now. So this is our uploads, okay? So what happened is going to go into our upload. See, so basically this is the channel ID upload. Okay, and then we're gonna get the videos. Okay, so from there we are gonna go and query this one, get video list. Okay, so here's the same thing. So see, now this one's playlist items, and then you got your snippet, and then we got this here, content details, max result, playlist ID. So see, we're using this playlist ID here. Okay, so this gives us the list of videos, right? So again, we're just querying the first one that shows up, but you can do different things with this. Okay, right now we're just interested in the first video, or which is the last video uploaded. Okay, so see, this is giving us already the video title, the description of that video, gives you a thumbnail of the video. Okay, and then you got your resolutions here, and then once again the channel name, and then here's our playlist ID, position 0, and now here is the video ID. Okay, so if you append this to the end of a URL to watch a video, that's the actual video ID. Okay, and then here's the video channel ID. Okay, right, and then we have this content details, which we have the ID here again of the video, and then we can see when it was last published. Okay, so that's what we're getting. So as you can see, you know, sometimes information is in more than one place. But what that does is, in the code, now we're populating the fields. Okay, we're populating our text. So once we have all this information, right? While all this is getting queried, you know, we have our little loading icon that tells you that something's happening. It's a little spinning loading icon. Once we get our results, that icon goes away, and then we're setting all these variables, and we're setting the text with the information. Okay, so we have our subscribers. So we're using you know, this JavaScript here to put our variables into the text lines. Okay, so we have our subscriber count. So this is coming from stats. Okay, which is results statistics. So it's the second query here. Dot. So we're dot walking to statistics, and then we're dot walking to subscriber count. Okay, so maybe you can just put dot subscriber count and then just put the thing in there, right? Stats. Alright, and then we have our total views. Okay, the reason we don't do that is because we're using it here too. So we got stats dot view count. Okay, so we got total views, and then we got total videos, view count, view count. Oh, okay, so this is video count actually. I was like, I'm using the same. No, it's video count. This is view count, video count. So it tells you how many videos, right? Alright, so for our custom URL, once again, we go into our info get channel. So remember, this one has a little bit more detail, and we have our custom URL here. Okay, so it's under snippet, custom URL, and then we got our channel name. So we're getting from that snippet too, Alright, so the image, if we see here, see it's replacing this image here. So as we can see, custom URL, our video count, subscriber count, and then this image. So we're also replacing that. See, so this works with any YouTube channel, by the way. So see, we have like default images here. So like you can decide to show these things or not. You can hide them, and then when they're available, show them, right? So we have our image. So for the image, since that's a column, so it's a background. It's not actual like a picture, but it's a background image. So we go background. So here's the idea of that of the column, and then we go in background dot source, and then that's the snippet of the thumbnail high version URL. Okay, so we just need a URL, and then that shows the image. Also we have, alright, so this is for the button that's for subscribe. So I guess it says subscribe already, so this is probably not even needed, but if you wanted to say something else, you can replace that here. So I wanted to put the name of the channel, but it wouldn't fit. It was just really not looking correctly here, so I just left that subscribe, but we are replacing the link. Okay, so we're just putting everything's the same, and then we just put our YouTube channel ID here. Okay, so I will take you to that ID, to that channel, and then if they click on it, it's gonna open a new window, and then we got our channel text. Okay, so this is a channel ID, and basically we're just showing the ID of the channel also, if you were interested in that. So there's the ID of the channel. Alright, and last but not least, we have our video player source. So we just put the first part of the URL, and then this is the video ID. Okay, so this is the video query that we did. So it goes all the way to there to get that video ID. Okay, for that specific video. So this is, we're just pulling the first one. So if you notice, all of these are looking at the first item. Okay, so there's more stuff in there, like at least for the videos, get the video list. Like if we do this, right, if we put nothing here and we run this, okay, if we just run it again, now it's gonna show us all the 12 videos, right? So I guess you can build a list this way too. So for our case, you know, so we're sending it from here. So if we want to do something else with this, right, we will not just get the first item. We can return all the items, and then from our code here, right, then we'll have to do some other type of iteration, perhaps a for each. If you wanted to put this like in a, if you wanted to show all the videos that are available, you can probably build a repeater, right? And you can populate the information on the repeater that way. Okay. If they have many videos, then you might have to think about how many videos you want to load at a time. If you want to include pagination at 20 or 10 or whatever, so you will do that there. So let's just put this back how it was so we don't have any issues. there is our code. Alrighty. So the only thing that I'm not doing here is this one, subscribe. Okay, so all of these other ones are like a get, right? So we're fetching information. On this one, we're actually sending information to YouTube from that person. Now this one is a little bit more challenging because whoever is clicking on it, they need to be logged in, right? And they need to authenticate somehow. So for this one to work, we'll need some type of authentication on our website for them to do. It's kind of like the little box that will show up, and then they'll like log in with their YouTube account. So that one, if you guys are interested in seeing how to do that, give us likes and subscribe, and tell us in the comments below, right? And we can work on that. But that one, I do believe there is a package, and there's a Google SSO integration, but we'll still need to look into that, see how that works for real. But as far as getting information from YouTube, it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple, and you can do a lot of interesting things with it. So just to test this out really quick, we're just gonna put any random YouTube name in there. So let's do Mr. Beast. Let's see if that shows up. So I don't know if this is his channel like this. I don't know, Mr. Beast. Okay, so if you hit enter, nothing happens. But you could create a enter key for that. Oh, look at that. So he has 734 videos. I can't even count this. 21 billion views. Oh wow. And he has 130 million subscribers. Great. Okay, so he cured 1,000 people, 1,000 blind people to see again. God bless him. Alright, so his custom URL is Mr. Beast. So this search is pretty interesting because I think it will search with both, with the custom URL too. Let's see. Yeah, return the same. Let's see if it does it with the at. Oh yeah, I think it worked. I'm not sure. Let's search for something else. Let's see. Let's leave it empty. If it's empty, it goes back to my page. Let's see. Does it? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna try it with the at again. Oh look, it works. So if it's not good, what happens? I don't have any error for that, so maybe it just never loads anything. Can you believe that? Like I just put some random thing and it found somebody's YouTube. What is this about? Mechanic. Oh, they're skateboarding. Are they? It's a school. Hat Markham. Alright, so go subscribe for his channel. He only got 5 subscribers. But there we go. I don't know. I was trying to get like some random thing. I can't believe this will still find something. Let's see. So this search is pretty powerful because it's finding like stuff, So, but if it doesn't find anything, I think it just never changes. It just stays there. So you can put some more error handling. So for example, here on our page, we can do for this, right? We'll do like try. So like there's different queries in here, but they're all working together. So I mean, I guess I haven't had any real issues with this, other than when you're putting the wrong YouTube channel. But if you wanna kind of like handle some errors within this, we can do try catch, and then how do you do this? Okay, so let me just copy this. New. Right. All right, so it will just log any type of error for now. So it's good to have. And then I guess the other thing I wanted to see was, because we are querying the channel twice, right? So if we want to get rid of one of these functions and just get all that information in a single query, because I believe like this is querying at least 3 times, right? But if we're querying 4 times, then you don't want to overuse. If you can get the same information in one query instead of 3, right? Instead of 4, you get in 2 or something like that. So I know that we have search, so this one's necessary, and then we have channels, okay? And then channels, I'm doing that one 2 times here. See? So if I take this and I put it here, let's see. Alright, so oh look, so we got the snippet, we got the content details. Alright, so that definitely works. So we can get all this stuff in a single query, you know? And that's probably what we want to do. So we're gonna have the search, the channel. Okay, let's get rid of this. I'm just gonna comment it out for now. And then we got our video list. So this get channel, um, we can probably get rid of this one, 2. So all we need to do now is, I'm gonna move this dude up a little bit. Okay, so this makes more sense now. Okay, so we got 3 queries. So this get channel, what we'll need to do is so we're gonna use this get channel data, okay? But this get channel, anything that's info in here, okay, so this one, these 3, okay? So let's see if we can do this. We'll just do result. 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 Alright, so basically we are using that same query, so let's see if it still works. So I'm just gonna refresh. Alright, so let's see what happened. Get channel is not a function. Alright. So what happened is we're trying to get it up here too. So this get channel, we gotta get rid of it up here. And this get videos also. Okay, and then the playlist. So we're gonna do here also. We're gonna do result. Okay. All right. So we're back in business. Okay. So if you notice, see now we're getting all the information in a single query, right? So if you can get all the information in a single query, much better, much better. Okay. But we need at least, because we're creating the channel first, the name. If you had the ID, then you didn't have, you can get it down to like 2 queries. But since we're converting the name to the ID, because nobody knows their YouTube ID, of course not, their YouTube channel ID, but they'll know the name and it's easier to search. Alrighty, so we're just gonna get rid of these things now. Okay. Right, and if we just here, if we look, if we take a look here, um, we're tying that button click to the call, to calling this function, and we're just having 2 functions to show and hide the loading icon. So that little loading icon you see here, those are just 2 quick functions, so we can call it when it's loading and hide it when it's done. Okay, and then we are constantly logging our results, which we probably don't need that no more. And then we'll console log any errors. That's fine. Okay, so this looks good, nice and simple. And then once again, if you guys are interested in this get subscriber or subscribe button that somebody can just click without going to YouTube and subscribing to the channel, yeah, let me know in the comments below and we can make a video for that. So we can add it here. I'm not sure if this will work for that. but we'll go ahead and research that, and we'll bring in a video. But let me know what you think so far. So we got 3 queries to the YouTube API. The first one is we're getting the name, and we are querying the name, and we're getting the ID for that channel, which we're using to get the data. And the data is the name, description, image, and then any playlist they have, any videos. And then we'll take that playlist upload ID, and then we'll go ahead and put it here in the video list, which is going to return all the videos, one or all, or one or all. Maybe you can make it more specific, but right now that is working great. And the other fun part about this is we can still make this more user friendly. We can adjust the way it looks. We can adjust the mobile version. If we don't want to show any of these sample data information, we can probably maybe put this inside a box and hide it, and only have the ID in the button, and once it finds it, then it shows all the information, right? So that way we don't have some weird sample data here, some random video here. Which, an airplane in the city, this looks really familiar. But yeah, tell me what you think. Let me know what kind of other integrations you're interested in. Another API that I have worked with that's pretty simple to get started with if you're looking to get started with something fun. They have, everybody's seen these, the Gifty window to add a GIF to a message or to a post. So we could probably do some type of project with that in the future. Alright, but I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video right now. If you have any questions, just let me know send me a message. If you're interested in creating some type of integration for your website, definitely reach out, and we can give us a proposal so we can work on together. Alright, thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and God bless you.